guys, I am back. I'm going to do another tutorial for a card today. So I'm going to be making another card for my other half's birthday. I'm not sure which order I'm going to put these out in, but it's his birthday this week, so we're going to make a few cards for him. So I'm going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 and we're going to cut it down to 6. So I'm going to get my trimmer, get it at 6. There we go. 12 by 6. Okay. We are going to score along the 12-inch side. We're going to score along the back at 6. We're then going to flip it back to the front and score at 9. Okay, so we've got back 6, front 9. Okay. There we go. Sorry, my brain just was not working then. So, you could do this with a 6 by 6 card and just score this piece back on itself, but I wanted to do it in a green. So we have this, and we're then going to use this the other piece that we cut off. So this piece that is 12 by 6, and we're going to cut it down to 9.5. That's 9.5. By 4.5. Okay. Those to one side. 9.5 by 4.5. And we are going to score at 4 3/4. So 1.5 3/4. Okay. There we go. So we've got 2 pieces to this card. So we've got our piece like this, and then we have a smaller card like so. So we're going to do a white piece in here for our sentiments. We're going to start with that. Now, this is an odd shaped piece. It is 4 3/4 by 4.5. So you could, if you wanted to, measure this out, or you can just place your piece on top, which is what I'm going to do. Figure out the kind of border you want, how big a border you want. We're not doing a double layer on this, or are we going to do a double layer? Do you know what? I'm going to change my mind and we're going to come in with some silver foil, because this card is going to have a sort of monster alien theme. So we're going to come in with some silver foil. I apologise, this is going to be really reflecty for a second. Reflecty. Again, the words are not happening for me today, I'm afraid. There we go. So let's trim this down first, so that I can stop it being quite as shiny and reflection-y. Where are my marks? There and there. Let's go this way first. Let's go this way first. I'll get rid of the larger piece for you. And here. Can I remember which piece fits? Not that one. That one? Is it that one? It's that one, okay. So then this is the top. Just so that I remember, because I have a habit of doing that. And then this So how much of a border did I leave? Do it on here so we can see. Let's move that to one side for you. So that's where we're at. And we've got that kind of a border. So then we're going to stick this on in the same sort of place. And we'll go here and here. Okay, I can, once I've cut these, I'll measure them for you so you can see the size that I'm going for. But I just wanted to show you that you don't have to measure it all. You can just mark and cut. That works just as well. So our first mat, this silver piece, is 4 3/8 by 4 5/8, and then this piece is 4 by 3 and I'm lying to you, I'm doing 16ths. 4 3/16 by 4 5/16, 3 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13/16 by 3 and 15/16. So you can do it that way if you would like. Let me check which way around is this going. That way. Just so that I get my things the wrong way. The right way, even. The wrong way. I can't even speak at the moment. So we're going to put our tape on while I'm here and remembering. My camera died. So you'll notice that I've put an arrow on this, but it's going the wrong way because this piece will stick on the back and kind of be a wrong opening. So we're also going to put tape on what feels like the wrong side of the back of this mini card. Okay, and we're just going to put our tape on now so that then when it comes to putting the card together, I don't forget what order I'm doing things in. So as it stands, that's going to be like this, which is going to be mounted on there, and then we have this as the front of our card. So this is our main front panel. And we're going to do exactly the same as we did here for this front panel. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to pop those pieces up against another sheet and just cut them to exactly the same size. If they were slightly more sensible measurements, then I would just measure it out on the trimmer. But because they are using 1/16 of an inch, is a little bit more fiddly. So I'm just going to line it up against it and then cut it to the same size. So I'll have the same mats and layers inside as we will on the front. So I'm just marking which is the front and which way up they go. And then I'm just adding my tape all around the 4 edges so that they are done and ready to be mounted. Doing it on both the mat and the layer. Now I'm going to move on to the larger card. So we've got this back piece, and this is going to sit in the middle. Now I'm thinking to stick with the theme, we do a silver and then a white. And this one's a bit easier because this is 6 by 6. So we're just going to cut up a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 piece of silver and a 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 piece of white. So those will go on there. I'm not going to do that inside panel, but I am going to do the front panel, which is 6x3. So we're going to do 5 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the silver and 5.5 by 2.5 for the white. So those pieces are ready. I am just going to do the same, stick the 4 pieces of tape around the edge, ready to go. You can also, when you're sticking this on, put glue in the middle. I do that sometimes with larger pieces, or you could do it all with glue, or you could do the tape around the edges, take all of the backing off and add glue to all of it. It's totally up to you. This is just the way I find it easiest to line up the mats and layers, by peeling back the corner, and then I've got room to adjust. Obviously, if you then put wet glue in the middle, you still have that wiggle time, which is really helpful because, yeah, I don't know about you, but I definitely don't get it down perfectly first time ever. Or at least if I do, it's definitely not caught on camera. So the big pieces for the 6x6 backing sheet, I'm just going to stick those on now because we don't need to worry about them. They can be stuck on and we can move on to the next section. So I'm going to do the silver mat and the white layer, stick those on, and then we can move on to the next stage. Let's get started on our stamping. So these are the front pieces. So this piece is our front. This is our front square piece. So we're going to start off down in the bottom corner. And he has requested this monster with the horns in the bottom corner. So, we definitely want this one. I think a balloon would be nice, coming out of his hand. Maybe some sweets. Yeah, with your fantastic. So, if that's there, then that balloon is in the perfect position there. And what you do when you're doing a layered stamp like this is you do whatever's in the front first. So the balloon is going to be in front of his hand. So I'm going to stamp the balloon first. Okay. And so we do this, we stamp the balloon on. Get that nice and done. Look at that beautiful imprint. I do love having a stamping platform so that if I don't get such a beautiful imprint, I get it. I can do it again, but that one did beautifully. Now, we want our monster to be holding the balloon like so. So there we go. And we're going to put our little horny guy down here. And now he's holding his balloon, which I think is very cute. Then we want happy birthday, your Tangfastic. I kind of think we want it here. So we want sort of like a happy birthday, your Tangfastic, something like that. Okay, and then not really moving anything, we're just going to check things are straight on this grid, which they pretty much are. So we'll start off with the Your Tangfastic. Fantastic, even, not Tangfastic. Those are the sweets that I'm thinking of. La la la. Probably shouldn't have to say that, should I? I'm going to have to pay them royalties or something ridiculous. I don't know. Okay, and then happy birthday. These stamps are lovely. This is the first time I've used this stamp set, and I have to say I'm really loving the impression they give. So now we have the question, because I see we have this long bit. I'm considering doing like the box, perhaps the box on the bottom of this, with another balloon and some sweets. Now, do I give him a party hat? Can I give him a party hat? Not really. That needed to be thought of beforehand. That's one of those layered things that you do. I'm thinking we just do some sweets. So we'll just do, let's get all the sweets off here. Is that all of them? And then the sweets can be coloured in, you see. So we can still have some. So I think we do a little pile of sweets there to start with. I don't know if that lolly's going to do it because the magnet is quite close. Did it perfect. Okie dokie, so I'm just going to rearrange the sweets now to fill in the gaps and then re-stamp it. So I'm going to do more on the left hand side and then some over on the right hand side as well. Any stamps that I stamp off the edge, I'm just wiping down that laminated back sheet so that it doesn't smudge everywhere. It's not too much of an issue if it smudges onto the back, but you know, it's not great. You don't really want smudges all over your card, so I just wipe that off. I had a little bit of trouble with these ones in the corner because I've put washi tape on that corner to help me open and close the lid, and so the stamps were struggling to stick to the washi tape, but that's fine. We got round it, we made it work. So yeah, I'm just filling in all the gaps with the different shaped sweets, making it look sort of vaguely balanced, and like they've sort of exploded everywhere at a party. Take this piece out. We'll put our long tall piece in. We'll start with the box down at the bottom. That's just fit. This stamp set is gorgeous. I think we definitely want a couple of balloons coming out of this one. Okie dokie, so we're going to stick a couple more balloons onto this piece as if they have burst out of the box. So I did 3, sort of just balancing them around, different heights, different sides of the thin strip. And then looking at the stamp set, I thought we should also add in some party hats, seeing as I didn't manage to get one on our monster because I hadn't planned for it. So we're going to stamp in a couple of party hats as well, just sort of make it look as if this, you know, party has exploded out of the box. Excuse me. So going to do 3 of those as well. I don't particularly like this rule of design because I don't like odd numbers, but I have been told by many people that you need to have odd numbers in design to draw your eye to different places. So I have done 3 balloons and I have done 3 party hats. So we're just going to stamp birthday wishes in the middle there, and then I'm getting out my VersaFine cube ink pads, and I'm just doing some streamers in different colours. So I'm just going to do them all over the place, just going around the colours of the rainbow. So we've got a red and orange, a yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, silver and gold, I think I do at the end. I thought easier to do those straight in the colours, seeing as everything else has got a black outline. And then I haven't got to worry about figuring out the best way to colour them. These ink cubes are absolutely stunning. They're beautiful. I do apologise though, I get up to the silver one, which I'm going to do. I'll do the pink and then the silver, and then my camera cut out. It died, so I do miss stamping the gold one just underneath where I've put birthday wishes. but you'll see it in a second. Okay, so let's get back to where we were on our monster cards. So we have got our decorative pieces. I'm going to do a little bit of very quick colouring. So I thought I would stick this on fast forward. I'm not really doing anything fancy with the colouring. I'm just using some very bold, bright colours to colour in the balloons, the hats and the sweets. I tried to mix up the sweets a little bit. I started off doing sort of colours together, so a dark blue and a light blue on one sweet. And then in the end, I ended up just sort of mixing and matching them. I do have stamped on there 3 candy corn. And I'm going to apologise to anyone in America. I've never seen one in real life. I've never had one. I don't know what they're like, what they taste like. I do vaguely remember that they are yellow, orange and white. But I couldn't, in the moment of colouring this in, remember what order they went in. So I decided just to sort of go a bit wild with it. And I ended up doing, I think, a blues, a greens and an oranges on the candy corn pieces. So I do apologise if that offends anyone who's actually had the sweets. I've never had them, so I just sort of did my own thing. So yeah, I'm just going around doing very simple colouring. There's no real shading. The only thing I do a bit of shading on at the end is the box to give it a bit of shadow. But all of these I just did very simple, plain, 1 layer colouring. Here is my little kitten, came up to say hello. She doesn't like it when she's not being shown attention, so yeah, she got very involved and then left fur everywhere, as she does. You'll see me in a minute wipe off the desk, I think, because there was just fur everywhere, all over my hands, all over my gloves, all over the desk. Yeah, that was a little bit. That's what she does. She loves being involved. I did mute it when she was up there because she squeaks, and it's not a nice noise to have caught on camera. It's very high pitched. She's very lovely and she's very affectionate, but she's very high pitched, so I didn't want to assault your ears with her squeaking. So yeah, I'm literally just going through adding different colours to different places. As I said, it's very simple colouring. I'm not professing to be a master colourer. Is that even a word? A colourer? Are you a colourer? Are you a colourist? Do you know, I don't actually know. But yes, we're just adding on some different colours to these bits and pieces. Then I'm going to finish it all off, finish with the box with some shadows, and I will speak to you in a minute. there we have the front of our card, and we're going to put in, I'm going to stamp our sentiments. I think we will do something equally as cheeky, just because I know he'll appreciate it. I'm not going to make fun of your age. I know how sensitive old people can be. Perfect. There is this card. We're going to pop it in a going to put it in a 6x6 envelope if I could find one. I will find a 6x6 envelope to put it in. But yes, so there we go. And you have your double fold, and you can put something on the back if you would prefer. So yeah, thank you very much for spending time with me today. I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're keeping safe, I hope you're staying indoors. Keep crafting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.